if OH group is attached to this primary carbon, it is called primary alcohol. Among these 5 OH groups, one is a primary alcoholic group. Okay. So based on these things, Fischer proposed a formula for glucose. Okay. So one aldehyde group must be there, CHO. Next one, all carbon atoms are in a chain. So 1 in Fischer projection formula, okay, at the cross one carbon atom will present. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All carbon atoms are in straight chain. Next, 5 OH groups are present. Aldehyde group already mentioned. Right. 5 OH groups are present. So 1, 2, 3, okay, 4 and 5, CH2OH. Right. So this is called Fischer projection formula. Writing the formula like this is called Fischer projection formula. Okay. There is another structure with the same functional groups like this. H, OH, OH, H, okay, H, OH and OH, H. Okay, this is called D glucose, D plus glucose, and this is called L plus glucose. What are D and L? What are plus and minus? D and L represent the stereomeric arrangement of the atoms or groups. That means D and L forms are stereoisomers. Okay, that isomerism arises due to the arrangement of atoms or groups in space indifferently. Right? So, and what are plus and minus? Plus indicates a dextro compound and minus indicates a levo compound. That means they are optical isomers. Okay, so D, L and plus and minus. They are plus can be treated as a small d, and minus can be treated as or represented as L. These small d, small l are different from capital D and capital L. Small d and small l represent their optical isomerism, optical isomers. Capital D and capital L represent stereoisomerism, right? So there are two forms like this. With C6H12O6 formula, we get around 16 isomers. 16 isomers, right? Okay. So if this is the structure of our Fischer projection formula of glucose, then why glucose, though it contains aldehyde group, it cannot react with sodium bisulfite, it cannot react with ammonia, and it cannot react with Schiff's reagent. Okay, it reduces Tollens reagent. Why it cannot reduce Schiff's reagent? That one. Next, second one. Why pentaacetate? Pentaacetate contains CHO group, but it cannot act as a reducing sugar, or it cannot react with the Schiff's reagent. Why? Right? So, and it shows mutarotation. Why? These are some questions. First of all, we will discuss these reactions, okay, with equations. How will be the equations for these reactions with this formula, right? Okay, this can be written as this formula. We will discuss D-glucose. We will discuss D-glucose. D-glucose can be written as equations. Equations for the discussed reactions, right? 1. This can be written as CHO, CHOH, 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 CHOH. there are 4 CHOH groups. So we can write as CHOH 4 times under CH2OH. When this is treated with the HI, N-hexane is formed. CH3, CH2, 4 times CH. This is N-hexane. All 4 CH2 groups are in a straight chain. Next, another one is when treated with the acetic anhydride, pentacetate is formed. Pentacetate is formed. Okay, CHO, CHOH 4 times CH2OH. When it is treated with the acetic anhydride, CH3, CO twice O, acetic anhydride, it gives a pentacetate, CHO, CHO, CO, CH3, 4 times CH2O, CO, CH3. This is acetate group. There are 4 plus 1, 5 groups are present. So this is glucose pentacetate. Right? When it is treated with NH2OH, it gives CHO, CHOH 4 times CH2OH. When it reacts with hydroxylamine, NH2OH. So oxime is formed. The formula of oxime, if you take the structure of oxime, okay, NH2OH, hydroxylamine. With the hydroxylamine, it gives CH double bond NOH, CHOH 4 times CH2OH. Similarly, okay, CHOH 4 times CH2OH on reaction with the hydrogen cyanide, HCN. It gives a cyanohydrin. The formula of cyanohydrin is CHCNOH, CHOH 4 times CH2OH. This is cyanohydrin. This confirms the presence of carbonyl group. Carbonyl group means it may be aldehyde group or ketone group. Next one, when it reacts with bromine water, CHO, CHOH 4 times CH2OH. Okay, when it reacts with Br2 water, it undergoes oxidation to give COOH, CHOH 4 times CH2OH, which is called gluconic acid. Gluconic acid. Right? Next, when it is treated with the fifth one, when it is treated with the concentrated nitric acid, CHO, CHOH 4 times CH2OH. When it is treated with the concentrated HNO3, it gives a COOH, CHOH 4 times COOH. Okay? If this gluconic acid is treated with the concentrated HNO3, then also it gives this saccharic acid. This also gives a saccharic acid. The second COH group is from primary alcohol group. Okay, so with this structure, we can explain all the properties, chemical properties of the glucose. Of course, there are some questions. If this is the structure of glucose, then it can reduce Tollens reagent but it cannot reduce Skiff's reagent. Why? That is one question. And second question is, the properties of aldehydes is giving addition reactions with the sodium bisulfite and ammonia, but it cannot react with sodium bisulfite and ammonia. Why? And this sodium pentaacetate contains aldehyde group. That means it must show reducing properties, but it cannot show reducing properties. Why? So these are the questions that arise. And another thing is, it fails to show mutarotation. What is mutarotation? Okay, what is mutarotation? For if they are asked for 4 marks questions, you can write up to this equation. First reactions, based on that the structure, and based on that structure the chemical equations that are involved in the reactions that must be shown. Okay, so for 4 marks this is sufficient. Next one, why glucose shows mutarotation? What is meant by mutarotation? This D plus glucose on crystallization gives 2 types of crystals. It gives 2 types of crystals. Okay, so when glucose dilute glucose solution, when dilute glucose solution is crystallized at 30 degrees Celsius, then one form of glucose is formed, which is called alpha D plus glucose, whose melting point is 146 degrees Celsius and whose alpha D specific rotation is 119 degrees. Specific rotation, that means optical activity. Okay, specific rotation is 119 degrees. Similarly, hot saturated glucose solution, if it is crystallized at 120 degrees Celsius, then beta D plus glucose is formed. Whose melting point is 150 degrees Celsius and whose alpha D is 19.2 degrees. Okay, 19.2 degrees. Right. Next. 19.2 degrees. 111 degrees alpha for alpha D glucose it is 111 degrees, and for beta D glucose it is 19.2 degrees. Okay. It is at 98 degrees Celsius. 98 degrees Celsius, it is 111 degrees. Okay. So there are 2 types of crystals in glucose, right? If alpha D glucose is diluted in water, then a mixture of solution is formed. Okay, mixture of a dilute solution is formed, saturated solution is formed, whose alpha D is equal to 52.2 degrees. Similarly, if beta D glucose is also dropped in water, then okay, it also will have a saturated solution whose alpha D is equilibrium mixture, whose alpha D is plus 52.2 degrees. Okay. So it is equilibrium mixture. Say it is equilibrium mixture. Equilibrium mixture. That means alpha D glucose, when dissolved in water, its specific rotation changes from 111 degrees to 52.2 degrees. Similarly, beta D glucose, whose alpha specific rotation, alpha D, is 19.2 degrees, changes to 52.2 degrees in aqueous solution. This change of specific rotation, the change of a specific rotation, the change of a specific rotation is called Mota rotation. Is called Mota rotation. So, if a substance changes its specific rotation in water, it is called Mota rotation. So, why this glucose shows a Mota rotation? Because it has two types of glucoses again. They are alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. That means D plus glucose is again mixture of two types of crystals, alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. Then what is the difference between these two? In structures. Okay. In structures, these are called anomers. Alpha D glucose and beta D glucose are called anomers. Okay, that means the alpha D glucose and beta D, there are two types of glucoses. This is confirmed by methylation. When glucose reacts with methyl alcohol in presence of HCl, then alpha D methyl glucoside is formed and beta D methyl glucoside is formed. That means it gives two types of methylated compounds or methyl group substituted compounds. That itself indicates that there are two types of D plus glucoses in D plus glucose. Okay. These two are differ in first carbon, C1 carbon, in hemiacetal group or presence of OH group at the first carbon. Okay. For one carbon, OH group is present at the right hand side in cyclic form. First of all, these two will have cyclic forms. Those cyclic forms are responsible for Mota rotation, and because they do not react with sodium bisulfite and they do not react with ammonia, they cannot react with the Gibbs reagent. All the reasons for these questions is glucose exists in cyclic form. Right? Those cyclic forms will be represented by Fischer projection formula or Haworth structures. These Fischer projection formula and Haworth structures, these can be explained in the next class. Okay, thank you.